Hello students, let us begin a new chapter, that is chapter 16 Shakuntala part 2. We have completed Shakuntala part 1 in the previous class, and this is the continuation of chapter 15. So I hope you are remembering the story what we have learned in the previous class in lesson 15. So here, after Dushyanta left, a change came over Shakuntala. The cheerful young woman became quiet and thoughtful. So you remember that Dushyanta married Shakuntala, and he had to go back to his kingdom because he is the king there, and he told that I will be coming back soon and take you to my kingdom. And he has gifted her a ring. She was with her. It was with her. Okay. So once Dushyanta left that particular place, some change came over Shakuntala. Though she was very cheerful and very active woman, the cheerful young woman became very quiet and thoughtful. She was thinking of her husband. Okay, she spent hours and hours in thought. Her friends realized means her friends thought that they understood that she was thinking about her husband. So, Shakuntala was hours and hours in a deep thought, and her friends thought that they understood that she was thinking of her husband. A few days passed. One day, the most hot-headed sage, Durvasa, paid a visit to the ashram. So, who came after a long time? After a few days passed, who came to their ashram? Durvasa. He is also a sage, but he has a character. He is a very hot-tempered man, very angry person. Okay. So, hot-headed sage. He is a sage and a very hot, very angry person. He came to visit the Shakuntala's place, Shakuntala's ashram. Okay. Shakuntala did not see the sage as she was lost in her thought. You remember that she was thinking of her husband and she was in a deep thought, and he did not see that Durvasa came to the ashram. She did not realize that, and also she was in deep thought. He forgot everything, and she was in deep thought, and Shakuntala did not see the sage as she was lost in her thoughts. He was greatly annoyed. Annoyed means, now who was greatly annoyed? Durvasa was greatly angry with that. Annoyed. And in his anger, he cursed Shakuntala. He cursed the anger. He cursed Shakuntala. The man who has made you forget your duty will himself forget you. The man who has made you, the man who you are thinking of, okay, will forget you. That is the curse he made. Who made? Durvasa made to Shakuntala. Okay. So, he will not remember you even when you see you. Shakuntala heard this. So, as soon as he heard, he said like this. Shakuntala heard this and she was very sad, very upset. So, did Anasuya and Priyamada, they fell at Durvasa's feet and begged for forgiveness. Anasuya and Priyamada, who are they? They are the friends of this Shakuntala. Okay. When they heard this, they knelt down and asked forgiveness from that particular sage. Who is the sage? Durvasa. Okay. At last, Durvasa took pity and said, I cannot take back my curse, but Dushyanta will remember you as soon as he sees the ring he has presented to you. So what he told? He was in anger. He has cursed that the particular man whom you are thinking of may forget you. Though if he sees also, he will not remember who you are. That was the curse who made Durvasa made to Shakuntala. By hearing this, she was also upset, and the friends, who are the friends, the Anasuya and Priyambada knelt at the feet of Durvasa and asked forgiveness for their mistake. Okay, so he told that whatever I have told you, I cannot make any change in that. Durvasa took pity. Finally, Durvasa took pity and he told, I cannot take back my curse. What I have told, it will happen. I cannot take back that now. But Durvasa will remember you. Dushyanta will remember you. The king will remember you as soon as he sees the ring and which he had presented you. So the ring which you are remembering, no, Shakuntala got a ring from her husband Dushyanta, and he told that I will come back and take you as early as possible. So the ring is on her finger. So Durvasa told that if he sees the ring on your finger, he will remember you and take you back. Okay. So next paragraph. Days passed, but Dushyanta did not come. So many days passed, the king did not come back to take Shakuntala back. Nor did he send any messenger. Shortly afterwards, Kanava came back. He was very happy to hear of Shakuntala's marriage. Shakuntala was eagerly waiting for Dushyanta's messenger to come and take her. But no one came and Shakuntala was very sad. She now decided to go to the palace of Dushyanta. So what he did? The days and months passed, no news from Dushyanta, because the curse, no, you remember the curse? What is the curse of Durvasa? The particular person whom you are thinking of may forget you. That is the curse. So all we can imagine that he might have already forgotten her. Okay. So, but shortly who came? Kanava came. The foster father of Shakuntala came, and he was very happy to hear that Shakuntala got married. But Shakuntala was eagerly waiting for her husband, and also if any messenger could come and give any message. So nobody came from that particular country. So she decided. She decided to go to the palace of Dushyanta. So finally she was fed up of that. She might have thought that she will also go to with her companions, with her friends, to go to that Dushyanta's place to see him. It was very long journey. Shakuntala and her servants had to cross several rivers and mountains. It was a long distance journey. She had to cross many rivers, mountains. Okay. On the way, they decided to bath in the river. So, on the way, they decided to take a bath in the river. Unfortunately, while bathing, Shakuntala lost the ring which the king had given her. So, unfortunately, this was an unluck. Okay, so it was an unluck that while she was taking the bath in the river, her ring which the king had given lost in the river. So very sad it is. The ring was the only proof of their marriage. It was the only proof which she had. So that was lost now. So she and her servants searched for the ring everywhere. So they searched here and there in the water. So what to do now? The ring is lost. Now the king will not recognize her. And the curse also is there. He will not recognize you. But only the thing that if you show the ring, he will recognize you who you are and he will take you back. That is the sage told. Who is that sage? Durvasa. Okay. So she and her servants searched for the ring everywhere, but they did not find it. Besides, Durvasa Muni had told her that the king would remember her only if he saw the ring. She feared that the king would forget her due to Muni Durvasa's curse. So she presented herself before the king with a heavy heart. So somehow they have reached to the king's palace, and she knew that the sage who had cursed her that the king will not remember you unless you show the ring. So everything was in her mind with a heavy heart, with a very tired and very upset. She came in front of the king. So what happened there? So she presented herself. She came in front of him, and the king with a heavy heart. With a heavy heart means with a very upset, very sadly he came in front of the king and others. She said to the king, "I am Shakuntala, your dear wife, whom you married in the hut of Kanava Muni." So she told to the king, "You remember me? I am Shakuntala, your dear wife. You have married me. You remember if you came to the forest in the hut of Kanava Muni. If you remember, you can recall. You remember that incident, and you have married me, and I am your wife." Dushyanta was puzzled. Puzzled means confused. Puzzled. He had already forgotten her. You remember the curse of Durvasa? He will forget you. Okay? He could not remember he married any girl in the ashram. He could not remember anything what had happened in the past. Shakuntala tried to remind him of their meeting and their marriage. Shakuntala told him many times, tried to say so many things what happened in the past, but he was unable to remember a bit of that. Very sad it is. Okay? How could you forget everything? How can you forget everything? What happened in the past? How can you forget? Shakuntala asked with the tears in her eyes. She was almost crying. Finally, she left the palace. So what to do now? The king could not remember a thing what happened, and also for the recognizing the ring also is lost. So now there is no proof for her to show. So very upset and very sadly she left the palace. Okay, students. So read this chapter again. We will meet you in the next class, so that time I will complete the rest of the chapter. Till then, you will complete writing the word meaning in your copy, completing the question answers and the rest of the things. Okay. Thank you, students, for listening.